Well, one of the important messages that I want to get across is people suffering or just basically realizing anxiety. Well, we've all gone through it. I've gone through it. I've certainly experienced my deep and dark areas in life. And one of the biggest things that has picked me up through it, which was about a year and a half ago, was actually realizing or basically becoming more self-aware. Now, I have been an educator of posture and self-awareness and state of mind and changing and creating new habits for people. Now, I've done that for well over 20 to 25 plus years, probably even more at least. But the point that I'm trying to make is that I've been there and I know what it's like, and I knew the one way that picked me up, and it certainly worked, and this is why I created Ombohdi, was to realize that we lose our self-awareness. Now, self-awareness is here, yeah, in the mind, but it's also about the way that we position ourselves, the way that we posture our thoughts in our mind with our brainstem and basically our spinal column. Because guys, they talk to each other all day. Now, when we start getting some bad news or life starts to get a lot of quite challenging, we really create this sort of movement. It's almost like a reflex that we start to go within. And it really doesn't take long for us to go even further within. And when you realize that you're actually stuck with all these negative thoughts and negative memories that continue to come up. Now, it's like going, that's more so depression that I'm speaking about, but being more anxious, being lost in the state of feeling and emotion and oh my God, it's getting tough. I mean, if you recognize that, like I'm just talking from my own experience, but that's what it feels like to me. Now, if I'm able to sit in a comfortable position, but more so in a comfortable position where I'm actually engaging my postural muscles that are stopping this, but more so strengthening this, I'm actually opening up my body so I can actually feel the truth, that I can actually engage and oxygenate the blood flow all through my body and my mind, okay? So really what I'm doing is I'm putting myself in a proper perspective. I can actually communicate and feel for myself. Now, a lot of people talk about meditation making a big difference, and I have to say by my experience it certainly has. Being in a position, not having to find a position laying on the floor, doing it in a chair when you're basically opening up, and I mean, look, you can even sit up even further and taller, and everything's open. But being in this position where now I can actually feel my body and I can feel my mind and just basically go within, I'm meditating. I'm actually in that position. Like right now, I'm actually trying to focus on my little toes and my big toes, and it's quite easy, and I'm oxygenating them. So right now, I put myself into a real presence in the right place. I'm within me. As much as I'm communicating and talking, it's just coming out because this is my passion. But I'm actually trying to educate you that it's that simple. So if you're sitting in a chair that really is creating this sort of position, which 95% of them would do, you need to really get out of it. Either stand up, lay down, or get yourself an Ombohdi that really makes a difference. I mean, this thing's only worth $31.90. But more to the point is that there are easy ways to actually regain self-awareness so that you're not being faced with anxiety. And guys, you can actually use this good old anxiety for the good because it's full of loads of energy. And imagine putting that into something great. So, I'm breathing, I'm focused, I'm strong, I'm healthy, and I'm using whatever anxiety may be in me to be able to help myself feel good, and that enables me to help you. Ombohdi, guys, seriously works. You have a wonderful day.